Hello there. So the Democrat Party hard left is out to replace Joe Biden. Since he started running for president against Donald Trump, his supporters called him the next FDR, but his opponents were asking, if Joe Biden does get into the White House, how long could he possibly last? Because people could already see he was a failing old man, and they assumed he would very quickly be replaced by his VP, Kamala Harris. And Biden's own party now seems to be catching on to this. And bear in mind, Biden will be 86 if he runs again and gets to the end of his second term. But the reality that neither Biden nor Harris has what it takes to keep the White House in blue hands in 2025 is dawning on the Democrat Party. So those that used to support Biden are now looking to replace him, and therefore probably Harris too by default, before the next US presidential election in 2024. And the question is, why has it taken any faction in the Democrat Party this long to consider taking action to remove the walking memory loss that is Joe Biden? And they've been stung into action by the Democrat Party Senator for West Virginia, Joe Manchin, killing off Joe Biden's climate and social spending bill, as well as the latest polls putting Sleepy Joe's disapproval rating at 51.6% versus his approval rating of 43.3%, lower than Jimmy Carter's at this point in his presidency. And as a result, the campaign group No Excuses has started calls for him to be primaried and replaced for the next election. And the co-founder of No Excuses, Corbin Trent, who was also comms director for Democrat member of the House of Representatives, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or AOC as she's better known, told Politico.com that Joe Biden will probably get the Democrats wiped out in the midterm elections this November, and also that he's deeply unpopular, he's old as shit, he's largely been ineffective, unless we're counting judges or whatever the hell inside baseball scorecard we're using, and I think he'll probably get demolished in the midterms. People will smell opportunity, and DC is filled with people who want to be president. And even New York Times columnist Bret Stephens ran an article saying, Biden should not run again, and he should say he won't. And in another article, the New York Times said, with Mr. Biden facing plunging poll numbers and turning 82 the month he'd be on the ballot, and Vice President Kamala Harris plagued by flagging poll numbers of her own, conversations about possible alternatives are beginning far earlier than is customary for a president still in the first year of his first term. Doesn't bode well for him, does it? Especially as the talk is that Biden wants that second term. But the US voters have cottoned on that Biden shouldn't be left alone in the bathroom, let alone be the President and Commander-in-Chief of the US in charge of the nuclear codes. But the real question is, who is there that could make a good job of replacing Biden? And the answer so far seems to be any up-and-coming progressive, whoever it is. Because no big name seems to be springing forward at the moment, with Politico.com saying, instead, Liberals believe lesser-known candidates are more likely to primary Biden if he seeks a second term, such as former Sanders campaign co-chair Nina Turner, 2020 presidential candidate Marianne Williamson, or millionaire and $18 an hour minimum wage advocate Joe Sandberg. So it seems that there is a bit of a harder left so-called progressive coup of the Democrat Party taking place. Not sure how the US voters will take that. And will it make Donald Trump even more likely to stand in 2024? And from a Brit point of view, all I want is someone who doesn't keep calling themselves Irish with the intent of trying to dismantle the UK from the outside. So what's your opinion on Joe Biden? Please like and comment below. Please subscribe and like this video, buy a mug and support me on Patreon or PayPal, and thank you for watching.